I'm going to get a tape measure out and just double check these dimensions, and you guys can watch along. Okay, the height says it's 41.7, and we'll get the old tape measure out here. Measure up from the base and come right up to the top here. Come on. And it is, if I can hold the tape measure with one hand and the camera with the other, it is 41 and 11/16. So that's about right. Okay, and now we'll just measure the width, and they're saying it's 9.6 inches, and we'll measure the width here, and it looks like, you can't really see it because there's a little bit of a glare on there, but it's 9 5/8. You can't, there's a little bit of a curvature, and if you really go to the edge, it's 9 5/8. Okay, the depth shows it to be 12.7 inches, and the depth looks like, I can get the glare off of there, looks like 12 and 11/16. So that's about right. Okay, now moving on to the more interesting part. It says it has 8-inch aluminum UniQ array, and this is where I'm a little confused, because really when I measure these, they are 7 inches in diameter. So the actual woofer itself, if I put this right there, I'm getting just about 7 inches. Now if you measure it maybe from the overall speaker, or the driver, I guess you could say, behind this trim ring there are some screws that mount this driver to the cabinet. So perhaps the measurement is the overall diameter of the entire unit, but the actual diameter of the driver, or the actual part that moves, is 7 inches. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, so for those of you who don't know too much about this speaker, it does have the UniQ array, which is this right here, with the you got the tangerine waveguide, which is right there, and then you have the I forget what they call the rubber part here on the woofer. It'll come to me after I shut this off, I'm sure. And then you have an ABR, which the ABR basically operates off of pressure in the cabinet from the actual UniQ array. So if I were to push on the UniQ array, you can see the ABR move a little bit. You probably can't see it too well, but it does. And in between these two, inside the cabinet, it's blocked off, so the pressure only affects this ABR. There's no magnets powering this unit. It's all based off of pressure vibration coming from the UniQ array. And down one more here, this one actually is powered by a magnet, and the pressure from this one works this ABR, which is down here. So there's no power going to this one, and there's no power going to this driver here. They are basically working off of the pressure from this driver and this driver. I'm just going to do some close-up on these speakers here, just so you can see the detail in these components. Very nice workmanship. You can see that the front of this is very nice. The fit and finish is really nice. Even on the carpet spikes here, you've got these adjustment settings here. The carpet spike actually goes all the way through here and into the carpet, and then this little rubber thing comes off, this little cap, and you can put an Allen key down in here to adjust that carpet spike, the height for leveling, and then once you have that set, then you just tighten this down, and then that'll lock that carpet spike into place. And really nice design. Okay, this is the back of the speaker. This is where you hook up the terminals. I just put the tape measure back here so you can kind of see the size. Give it a little size comparison here. And one thing I noticed was that the tolerances on these threads for the terminals, they're pretty loose. I thought they'd be a little bit tighter than what they are, but they still do the job that they need to do. Right now I only have it single wired. I plan on bi-wiring this. I just haven't picked up the ends for the cable. I have the cable, just didn't have the ends yet. I suppose I could still do that because you can put the wire through these terminals and then just tighten them down. But I'm just going to wait until I get some more of these ends. Once you bi-wire it, you just unscrew these here, disconnecting the link between these two. These are the power for the UniQ array, and then the power for the low frequency driver. I have an old KHT 2001 surround setup. I'm eventually going to get the 200C or one of those center channels, the Q series speakers. I just haven't done that yet. But for now, it sounds pretty good the way I have it. And I do have the subwoofer off, so you can hear what these speakers sound like on their own without the bass.